Welcome to the Heian period of Japan, a time of elegance, beauty, and cultural brilliance. This remarkable era lasted from 794 to 1185 CE and is often remembered as the golden age of classical Japanese civilization. The Heian period began when Emperor Kanmu decided to move the capital from Nara to a new city called Heian-kyō, known today as Kyoto. This decision was not only political but symbolic. It marked a fresh beginning for Japan, one that aimed for peace, stability, and freedom from the growing influence of powerful Buddhist monasteries. Heian-kyō was carefully designed according to Chinese principles of harmony and balance. Wide streets, elegant palaces, tranquil gardens, and flowing rivers reflected the refined ideals of the time. At the heart of this new capital stood the imperial court, which soon became the center of Japanese culture, art, and sophistication. Although the emperor remained the highest authority in name, real political power slowly shifted to noble families, especially the Fujiwara clan. Through strategic marriages, the Fujiwara ensured that their daughters became empresses, allowing them to control the government from behind the scenes. While politics unfolded quietly, court life transformed into a world where beauty, etiquette, and emotional sensitivity were valued above all else. Life at the Heian court was deeply centered on aesthetics. A person's elegance was judged by their handwriting, choice of words, poetry skills, fashion, and even their ability to respond emotionally to nature. Poetry was not just an art form, it was a way of communication, a reflection of one's soul. Exchanging poems was common in daily life. A single verse could express love, sorrow, longing, or admiration. Success in court often depended on one's poetic talent and emotional awareness rather than physical strength or wealth. Music and dance were equally important. Court musicians played traditional instruments, creating soft, flowing melodies that matched the calm rhythm of Heian life. Ceremonies, festivals, and seasonal celebrations filled the calendar, each carefully planned and beautifully performed. Literature reached extraordinary heights during this period. For the first time in Japanese history, writers began using the native Japanese script rather than Chinese characters alone. This allowed personal expression to flourish, especially among women of the court. One of the greatest literary achievements of the Heian period was the tale of Genji, written by Murasaki Shikibu. Often described as the world's first novel, it explores love, ambition, heartbreak, and the impermanence of life through the story of Prince Genji. Its emotional depth and psychological insight remain unmatched even today. Women played a central role in shaping Heian literature. They wrote diaries, poems, and stories that captured intimate thoughts and feelings. These writings give us a rare glimpse into the inner world of Heian society, its joys, fears, romances, and quiet loneliness. Art and aesthetics were deeply inspired by nature. The changing seasons were not just observed, but emotionally experienced. Cherry blossoms symbolized the beauty and fragility of life. Autumn leaves reflected quiet sadness and reflection. The moon, rain, and wind all carried emotional meaning and were frequent themes in poetry and painting. Heian clothing reflected this refined worldview. Noblewomen wore the famous junaito, a set of many layered silk robes, carefully chosen for color harmony and seasonal significance. The way colors appeared at the sleeves was considered an art form in itself. Men also dressed elegantly, wearing flowing robes and tall court hats. Religion during the Heian period evolved into a unique blend of beliefs. Buddhism mixed with native Shinto traditions, creating spiritual practices focused on harmony, purity, and inner peace. Many people believed that life was temporary and fragile, a belief that deeply influenced art and literature. While court life in Heian-kyō was graceful and poetic, the countryside told a different story. Far from the capital, land disputes and local conflicts grew more common. Over time, powerful warrior families began to rise, offering protection in exchange for loyalty. These warrior clans slowly gained strength and influence, forming the foundation of the samurai class. As their power increased, the authority of the imperial court weakened. The turning point came with the Genpei War, a brutal conflict between rival clans. In 1185, the war ended with the victory of the Minamoto clan, marking the fall of the Heian period. Japan entered a new era of military rule, led by shoguns and samurai. Although the Heian period came to an end, its legacy never faded. Its literature, artistic values, aesthetics, and emotional depth continue to shape Japanese culture even today. From poetry and fashion to modern storytelling and art, the spirit of the Heian era still lives on. The Heian period remains a timeless symbol of beauty, emotion, and classical elegance, a reminder that culture and creativity can leave a legacy far stronger than power alone. If you enjoyed this journey into Japan's Heian period, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel for more history, culture, and timeless stories. And share this video with someone who loves Japan and beautiful traditions. Your support helps the story live on.